you can use.
Thank you for joining us on this evening on August 20th, 1994. Today we will be covering the final decline of mass genocide in the country of Rwanda. The origins of the conflict date back to the colonial days when Belgians declared Tutsis superior to Hutus. Although the two groups speak the same language, follow the same tradition, and practice the same cultures, and inhabit the same areas, Tutsis received better education as well as safer and better paid jobs. About 35 years ago, there was another conflict between the two ethnic groups where more than 20,000 Tutsis were slaughtered. Since then, the tensions have been rising and the two ethnicities have finally clashed. The crisis has been raging on for nearly 100 days. It all started following the mysterious plane crash carrying former President Juvenal Habyarimana, who was a Hutu. In the months that followed, more than 800,000 people were slaughtered, mostly Tutsis. Thousands of Hutus were also killed due to opposition to the genocide performed by others. Along with the mass genocide, countless people died due to sickness and quick-spreading diseases. Famine also plagued the region during the crisis. Interviewing a Tutsi that managed to survive, we are going to send it off to Zach, who is in Kampala, Uganda.
Thank you, Gianluca. I'm here in Kampala, Uganda, where more than 200,000 Tutsis sought refuge from the terror. The aftermath is devastating, with a plethora of destruction across multiple villages. I'm standing with Haned, the Tutsi that managed to survive. Tell me, Haned, how did you and your family manage to escape the wrath of the Hutu-dominant government?
I did not make it out with my family. We had a plan to find any means of escape and then meet at this refugee camp at August 1st. That was almost 3 weeks ago. I'm still hopeful they are alive, but I've gotten no signs of their survival.
I'm sorry to hear that. Where were you when it all started?
I was sitting at home, watching the news, when the plane crash came up. I was a strong supporter of President Habyarimana and was devastated to hear this. Not that that mattered anyways. My Hutu neighbors were outraged. They ran to my house and started throwing stones at my windows. I was barely able to escape before my entire house was engulfed in flames.
Besides the traumatic events that have occurred involving your family, how else has this conflict impacted you?
I lost everything. My farm, my shop, the house has been my family for many generations. All the books that I owned, along with many other belongings, are gone. Either stolen from Hutus or burned in the fire. I've seen my closest friends get robbed, murdered, and tortured, and this will forever haunt me. I don't know how they are associating Tutsis with this crime against our former president, but I'm ready for the conflict to stop.
I'm truly sorry to hear everything that is going on with you. I wish you nothing but luck finding your family, and thank you for your time. Now we are sending it back to Gianluca and the stew.
Wow, that's truly terrible. Throughout the conflict, many countries in the world, such as France, sent troops to try and obtain a ceasefire in the region. The United Nations were also involved, sending troops there. A new government has been attempted to be created, yet it's still unstable. The long-lasting conflict seems like it will not end. The International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda is currently trying people involved in the conflict. These charges range from genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. Many of the criminals are either going to be imprisoned for life or sentenced to death. We will keep you updated on the conflict with our future shows. As for me and the team at JLN, thank you for joining us and good night.